So, Chapter 80 of Record of Ragnarok has been released, and we're looking at the brand new fight of Leonidas versus the most beautiful god in the land of Apollo. Chapter 80 kicks off with a little intro page of Apollo, and we look back at the previous chapter of Apollo being hit by the Aspis shield by Leonidas. So we finally get to see Leonidas use the main move of the Phalanx Enkos prodigy, and it just surprisingly misses Apollo. As you can see, he's dodging this. So in reaction to everything, Apollo's hands start shining, and we can see that he's using the threads of Artemis. It's strange because even myself theorized that Apollo was going to use a bow and arrow. So in the next scene, we see that the threads of Artemis are basically the most amazing shield and sword combo. That's when we see the threads start taking the shape of a glove. And again, we all thought this was going to be a bow and arrow for like 100% certainty. This is when we're introduced to his true divine weapon, the lyre of Phoebus. So Apollo, just being narcissistic, is just really getting on Leonidas' last nerve. This is where Leo decides, let's try and dirty up those gloves, and he launches a full-blown barrage at Apollo, telling him to drop dead, hitting him with the Phalanx of Thanatos. Apollo, like normal, easily dodges every attack thrown at him. So now we see Apollo's plan. He's basically turning this into a boxing match. My theory is that this isn't Leo's only Voland. I've been having this thought that these cigars are playing a huge role in his plan. That's when we see Apollo appear next to him and just knock the shit out of Leo. In response, we see Leonidas start getting creative in the way that he uses his Aspis shield. This is when Leonidas decides we're going to teach Apollo some humble pie. Leonidas is having a tough time dealing with Apollo's footwork. And this is where we just see shot after shot of Apollo dodging and hitting Leonidas with everything that he's got, telling him he hits like a butterfly, stings like a... This is where Apollo's vanity really comes in. He decides that he's going to challenge himself and make the ring a little bit smaller, giving Leonidas a chance to fight. Chapter 81 is looking to have a great pacing to it, and this is going to be an exciting fight, hopefully. So we're simply seeing Apollo going to destroy Leonidas at what he's best at. Chapter 81 drops 8/25, and make sure you're following me at 90s Anime Nostalgia and over at YouTube at 90s Nostalgia Rewind for more fun.